So now, negative exponents. Says for any integer n and a non-zero number a to the negative nth is the reciprocal of a to the n. So in numbers, what that means is if I have 4 to the negative second, I can't evaluate a negative exponent. So I'm first going to make it a positive exponent. So to do that, I do the reciprocal. So that's 1 over 4 to the second. Then I can evaluate that to be 1 over 16. So anytime we have a negative exponent, and that is above the fraction bar, I must move it to below the fraction bar to change the sign of the exponent to a positive. And so, for example here, 3 to the negative fifth. Well, we're first going to have to move it, since this is above the fraction bar, move that below the fraction bar to change the sign to a positive exponent. And then, since there's nothing left in the numerator, we put a 1 there. And now we evaluate, which would be 1 over, and 3 to the fifth would be 243. Notice, a negative exponent does not mean that my answer is negative at all. Here, the negative is in the parentheses. So this negative is going to move with this power. So the negative 5 has to move to the denominator, make that a positive exponent now. And again, I put a 1 up in the numerator. And now I have 1 over. And now a negative fifth to the third power, well, negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5 would be a negative 125. Then we typically don't leave the negative in the denominator, so I just rewrite this as negative 1 over 125. And there's my final answer. And now this last one, number 6. Here, the negative is not part of the power. So I just know that my full answer will be negative because of that. But this part here, the 2 to the negative third, is below the fraction bar. So I must move it above the fraction bar to make that 2 to the positive third power. I can put a 1 in the denominator. Now that negative is still just a negative. 2 to the third is 8, and 8. So that would be a negative 8, a negative 8. All right? So we'll talk more about how do we create zero exponents, how do we create negative exponents, but right now we're only worried about evaluating zero exponents and negative exponents.